TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube family, live from the Dave Cave. Today we're going to be continuing our series of talking about bread, carb-rich foods, bread, of course, super slices, quick tips for picking up more nutritious loaves of bread. All right, the bread section at your grocery store can actually be confusing because it's so overwhelming because there's so much bread to pick from. Well, the tips I'm going to give you today will help you pick what breads you can eat that are nutritious. Okay, 100% whole wheat bread. A classic whole wheat bread offers the added fiber of whole grains without a lot of unfamiliar flavor. How it tastes? Subtly sweet, a firm but tender chew. I can see that. Keep in mind, you might see bread labeled as white whole wheat. This type of bread is missing many nutrients found in traditional red wheat. That makes it milder in taste and less nutritious. Still, if you're switching from white bread, this might be a good introductory for you. I can tell you whole wheat, the taste is kind of wheatish. I mean, it's very, not cardboard, but it's really grainy to me. At least that's my personal opinion. Now, Spelt, I've never had, but I'm reading off what they have. Spelt is the type of bread made with flour from the ancient grain spelt. It's slightly higher in protein and fat than its cousin wheat, but it surprisingly has less fiber. How it tastes? Mildly sweet and nutty. Keep in mind, like wheat flour, spelt can be refined for whole grain. For the most nutrition, choose a bread that's lists whole grain spelt as its first ingredient. Quick note, when I was in Egypt, it must have been what it was. Man, Egyptians love their bread, and it was some good A bread as well. Rye. Rye is loaded with antioxidants that may contribute to your gut health. How it tastes? Earthy with touch of sourness. Keep in mind, the darker the bread, the stronger the taste. Okay, the darker the bread, the stronger the taste. All right, if you're trying to rye for the first time, you may want to start with a marbled version, which swirls together mild flavor, light rye, and more robust dark rye or pumpernickel. All right, the next one, guess what it is? Pumpernickel. 100% whole grain rye flour is used to make this traditional German bread. I didn't know it was a German bread. How it tastes? Bold and slightly bitter than moist, with a moist, dense texture and less crust than other breads. Keep in mind, some people are born with a gene that makes them more sensitive to bitter foods. If you find pumpernickel's taste off-putting, don't give up on whole grains. Try some other options on the list. I think this is the last one. Yep, the last one. Sprouted grain. Sprouted grains made from sprouts of grains like wheat, barley, and millet. There's some evidence to find that you might have more vitamins and nutrients in this type of bread. How it tastes? Coarser, denser, and drier than other types of bread. Keep in mind, because they lack the same preservatives, sprouted breads get moldy quickly than other breads. To make your bread last, store it in the refrigerator or freezer. All right, so this is what I want to say to you. It's going to cost a little more, but it's good to experiment because you need to have, if you like bread, you like me, grew up with bread and butter, just go ahead, use these things, and I'll list them out one by one. All right, take care. Live from the Dave Cave, I'm out.